Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and I know I might be a little bit late to the party with this video, but I wanted to show you guys the knives that I was able to pick up while I was at Blade Show last weekend, which was June 4th, 5th, and 6th. Now again, I know there's a ton of videos already out on Blade Show and some of the new items and stuff like that, but these are the items that I was actually able to pick up, the knives I was able to pick up, and I was able to actually get a lot of firsts. So if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen me post some of the hauls on day 1 and day 2. I only went Friday and Saturday. I didn't go Sunday. So if you are not following me on Instagram, it's iSpy0099, just like my YouTube channel. You can go ahead and follow me there. I post a lot of pictures, short videos and stuff like that. Knife related, gear related, things like that, and also some family stuff. So if you guys are interested in any of that, go ahead and follow me there. So I wanted to put out this video just to show you guys the items that I was able to pick up, and then also kind of like the reasoning why I picked up the particular items. So they're from right to left, the order that I picked them up at. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and move everything out of the way, and I'll go ahead and show you guys one by one the different knives. So as you guys can see, I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I was pretty fortunate. I was actually saving up to be able to pick up these knives, so it's not like I splurged a lot of money, even though I did spend a lot of money on it. But if you guys aren't familiar, Blade Show is basically the mecca of knife lovers. So if you're into knives, if you're into EDC gear, some flashlights, some bags and stuff like that, then Blade Show is the place to be. It's open to the public, which is really nice. That's the opposite of SHOT Show. SHOT Show is only open to the industry. So, and it is fairly affordable if you want to go. It's held in Atlanta at the Cobb Galleria, and it's really awesome. You get to see a lot of the just the regular companies, like Microtech, CRKT, Spyderco, companies like that. And then you also get to see a lot of the custom knife makers, which is really awesome too. So there's a lot of walking that you do. You meet a lot of people. You catch up with a lot of people. You get to see a lot of people that you might have seen on Instagram and on YouTube and stuff like that. So it's really, really awesome. So if you're into knives, I would definitely recommend that you try and make it out to Blade Show at least once. So they actually started doing another one, which is Blade Show West. Normally, I think it's held in Washington State, or in Oregon, one of those two states. But I think this year they're actually holding it in California. So again, that's another option. If you're on the West Coast, you can always go to that one. But if you're on the East Coast, then I would definitely recommend you go to Blade Show. So let me go ahead and move these out of the way, and we'll take a look at all of them. So let's see, we'll keep them in that kind of order, the way I picked them up. And this was the first knife that I picked up. Now, a lot of companies will do Blade Show specific knives. Celibi was actually one of those companies. They made a knife that was specifically for Blade Show. Or a model that was specifically for Blade Show, and this was it. Now, this was actually my first Blade Show specific knife, and it was also my first Celibi. So this was 2 firsts for me, which was really cool. So what I did is I actually bought an early bird ticket, which actually gets you into the shows 2 hours earlier on Friday. So normally they open at 12 noon on Friday. So if you get the early bird, you get to go in at 10. So there was a mad dash to go, to all of the different places. So if you have a specific knife that you want to pick up, then I would definitely recommend that you get yourself that early bird ticket, because they sell out really, really quickly. So this is the Celibi knife that I bought, and it comes in this case. I'm not sure if all Celibi knives come in it, but it was really cool that it did. And it comes with some stickers and some information, a cloth, and then the knife itself. Now, this is their Elementum model. The only difference is that this is the Blade Show specific one. So they actually had 2 of them. So as you guys can see, kind of etched into the scale, it says Blade Show 2021, and they're actually numbered. So they had 2. They had 21 with a black blade, and they had 21 with a silver blade. So I actually got number 2 of 21 in the black blade. So really, really awesome. Nice low number, which was really cool. I didn't really have a choice on what number I got. They just pulled the box out, and this is the one that I got. I think it's just because I made it there so early. That's actually the first booth that I went to, and I picked it up. Really nice. I've always wondered about the Elementum, and a lot of people say it's a really awesome knife, especially for the price. This one, obviously being a Blade Show specific, was $60. So I don't know if that's the regular price for an Elementum. I think they might go a little less. But again, because it's a Blade Show specific one, and it's all blacked out with the nice low right black clip. So really, really awesome. So I was able to pick that one up, and I was really, really glad I did. So that was the first one that I did. Now, the second one that I went to Boker, and that's because Boker was actually doing a blade show specific of a new knife that they came out with. So I wanted to go ahead and pick that one up as well. So I went there and I picked this guy up. This is, you guys can see, is the Boker USB. So this is a tiny, tiny little out the front knife. Again, it has Blade Show 2021 right there. Nothing else all around, and it is out the front. So there it is, the small little blade. This is a D2 blade. And then the cool thing about these is that there are also only 300 of these that they were made with the Blade Show logo on there. So as you guys can see on the spine there, let me see if it'll focus. There it is. I got number 299 out of 300. So again, I didn't really have a choice on which one I got. They just pulled it out, and it just so happened to be that one. So I was pretty happy with it. Nice little, tiny, tiny little blade. Again, this is not going to be a full review on the knives. This is just my opinion, but really, really awesome. I was glad I was able to pick that one up. This doesn't have a pocket clip, so it's really just to kind of throw it in your pocket. Nice. It does have a lot of pretty strong detent on the tab right here, so you're not going to have to worry about it opening in your pocket or anything like that. You do have to put some force behind it, but really, really nice. Obviously okay lockup. You do have a little blade play with all out the front now, so that's always expected. But that was the second knife that I picked up. Again, a Blade Show exclusive one, the Boker USB there. And then this was actually one of the primary knives that I wanted to pick up. Microtech every year does a Blade Show specific model. And I always say that I'm going to pick it up, and I never end up doing it. They do it at a heavily discounted discounted price, sorry. So, by the way, the price on the Boker was $56 also. So again, I'm not sure what the regular ones go for, but again, that's a Blade Show specific one. So Microtech always does them at a heavily discounted price, and I always say I'm going to pick one up. I never do. So this year I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, primarily because it is the 40-year anniversary of Blade Show, or was the 40-year anniversary of Blade Show. So why not pick it up? Here it is. It says Blade Show 2021, and a lot of the cool things is, first of all, here's the price of it. $160. It's Blade Show special. As far as Microtech goes, I know that is a great deal, especially for a specific Microtech. So this one being the Blade Show one, you do get a patch also, and you get some stickers as well, which is really nice. And then you get the knife itself. So it's not like they're jimping out or skimping out or anything like that. So here it is. As you guys can see, it says Blade Show 2021. This is the Microtech, and this one is the Ultratech double edge. So obviously you do have double edge on the blade there, and then it's the LMAX steel. So again, it's just from the looks of it, it's just a run-of-the-mill Ultratech, but it does have the Blade Show 2021 logo there, and then you do have all your etchings and whatnot on the blade there. So that is really cool. This is also my first Microtech. I've never owned a Microtech before. I've handled a couple of them, but never owned one. So I figured for my first one, why not have it be the Blade Show specific one? So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And at $160 for a Microtech, you really can't beat it, in my opinion. So pick that one up. Then I went through the CRKT booth, and I was looking at some of the different knives and new ones that they came out with, which I already reviewed a couple of them. I'll leave a link to that video if you guys are interested, some of the new models. And then I saw that they had released this one here, and this one is the Minimalist in the Persian blade shape. So I do own quite a few other Minimalists, so I decided to just go ahead and pick it up. Why not? Since I was already there. So by all intents and purposes, it's just a regular Minimalist, but the main difference is you do have that Persian blade shape on the blade, which is really nice, very aggressive. So obviously Minimalist, they fit really nice in my hands. They do have those finger cutouts, so finger grooves already made out. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. Now, CRKT themselves were not selling these. You actually had to go through some of the other manufacturers that were there, and the actual company that was selling them was Smoky Mountain Knife Works, which they had a booth right there, so I was able to pick it up. Paid a little bit more than I would want to for it. I think I paid like $34 for it. So again, Minimalist can go anywhere from $20 to $30, depending on where you find them and how far into the you know, the future you find them. But this one had just released, so I figured that was the price for that. And also because I was already there, I decided to just go ahead and pick it up. So I picked that one up, which is really cool. The next knife that I picked up, this was actually, so all those knives I picked up on my first day on Friday. Then I was eyeballing this knife here, and I didn't pick it up. And then I saw a bunch of people posting you know, things on Instagram regarding this knife maker and the knives and stuff like that. So I decided Saturday morning to just go straight back there, be the first booth that I saw, and went ahead and picked it up. This is obviously from a custom knife maker, and I have his card right here just because I wasn't really I didn't know too much about him. So this is a gentleman by the name of Tim Kell. He's actually it says knife maker and owner. He's a retired Marine Corps, so he's a veteran of the Marine Corps, and he is out of Georgia. So here's his info. If you guys are interested, go ahead and check out some of their stuff. So not really big into fixed blades myself, but I really, really like the way that this particular fixed blade fit in my hands. He had a lot of different options as far as size on the blade, and size on the handle, and just the shape of the handles and stuff like that. So I went with this one here. Can't really remember what the name of this particular blade shape was that he has for it. So obviously, if you guys go on the website, or you know, I'll leave a link to his site and his Instagram below if you guys are interested in checking it out. Definitely check it out. But this was for me, it was a pretty utilitarian blade shape. I think you can get a lot of different things done with it. But the key thing that drew me back to it, and something that I had never seen before, and I don't know if you guys can see, it does have like almost like a bronze color to it. What he's actually doing is he's using the nitride coating that they use on firearms, primarily like on Glocks and on AR bolt groups and carrier groups and stuff like that. That's what he's using on the knife itself, and it's actually because it's full tank construction. It's all the way through the knife. So that was really cool. You know, you can feel a little bit of that kind of slickness to you know, when you touch it on the surface of the blade. So that was really cool that he was doing that. Again, I think I got this one. It was a show special, so I want to say like 130. But after looking at his site, there wasn't a lot of difference between the show prices and the site prices, which was good. But I was actually able to pick the color of the scales and the design of the scales. He had some with some grooves and stuff like that. There is some other blades that have like a topographic map design on them. There's some scales that have like a Punisher logo on them. So a lot of really cool options, different colors, red and blue and black and things like that. But I think this OD green and black really kind of spoke to me. Really, really comfortable. And what he did mention is you do have these 3 screws on the handle. The one back here is so far back, and he mentioned that you can actually take that one out if you wanted to add a lanyard to the knife, and it won't mess with the feel of the scales on there. They'll still be pretty sturdy, and then you'll have a lanyard hole in the back there. If not, you can just leave all 3 of them like that there. So I thought that was really cool. And then you do have your sheath right here, and it is designed to carry it horizontally on your belt or scout carry, which is really nice. And also the way that it's designed, it fits very, very close to the body, so it doesn't print that much, and it rides really well. And what I liked is that the sheath is basically as large as it needs to be to accommodate the knife. So you don't have like an overly large sheath like you sometimes see other knife manufacturers making. So really, really awesome. And again, this is T. Kell Knives, and I'll leave his information below in case you guys are interested. So I went ahead and picked that one up. And then last but not least was this one here. This was actually not a knife that I was looking to pick up. But they were doing kind of like a scavenger hunt for this knife. And what it was is from River's Edge Cutlery. So if you guys know River's Edge Cutlery, they have some exclusives that they do you know, for their own site. So this was one of those. And what it was is there was a guy dressed up like an avocado, and you had to find him on the like a scavenger hunt on the show floor. And if you found him, you had to give him a phrase. You had to say, holy guacamole. And if you said that, then you were gifted, or you were given this kind of poker chip. And then once you got that poker chip, that gave you the opportunity to go back to the River's Edge Cutlery booth and pick up this knife here. And obviously, as you guys saw, they did like a little drill, a little hole there, so you know that I was already, I already picked it up. And basically, this is, if you guys see right here, this is the Spyderco Shaman in the flat dark earth. So this was my first Shaman. I've actually never owned a Spyderco Shaman. And I was really, really excited to be able to pick it up in this color combination because I think it makes it look really, really nice. So you have this flat dark earth blade, and then you have an OD green handles on it, and then black hardware and the black clip, which I think looks really, really awesome. So if you guys know, the Spyderco Shaman is a great, great knife, and I think just this color combination makes it an even better knife. So I was pretty excited to be able to pick it up, and it was just, you know, really cool the way that they did that with the scavenger hunt. Again, you know, other reasons to go ahead and visit Blade Show if you have the opportunity, because you can partake in really awesome things like that. Besides that, I did want to talk about the one more activity that they have during Blade, and it's called the Pit. And it's basically like the lobby of the hotel next to the convention center. Friday nights, Saturday nights, they have a kind of impromptu gathering of everybody. You can go out there and you can, you know, kind of mingle with different people and things like that. So that's another really cool thing. So if you guys do make it out to Blade Show in Atlanta, definitely plan on trying to go to the Pit and you know, see what's going on there, because there's a lot of different things that happen there, giveaways, and you meet people and you talk to people, and it's really cool because it's not just people that go to the show, but also knife designers, knife makers, you know, different companies are there and stuff like that, and you get to talk to them on a one-on-one basis, which is really, really awesome. So there it is. I just kind of wanted to show you guys my haul for Blade Show 2021. Just the items that I was actually able to pick up. As I mentioned, I have been saving up, you know, not only to go to Blade Show, but also to be able to have funds to be able to pick these up. So this is not something that I said, okay, you know, let me dip into my bank account to be able to do that. This was an actual side savings that I was doing because I knew that I was going to be picking up quite a few knives, especially with some of the like the Microtech. I definitely wanted to pick that guy up, and for 160 bucks, you really can't beat it. So there it is. Just a quick look at everything I picked up. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.